Welcome back, everyone. Before we dive in, make sure you drop your thoughts and the lessons you took from this story in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. My name is Aaron. I am 31 years old, and the text arrived at 11 o'clock in the morning on February 12th while I was at work in Chicago. I had been with my girlfriend, Jasmine, for 4 years, and we had lived together for the last 2. Her message read, "Hey babe, just so you know, I am flying out to meet Trevor this afternoon. He is my online boyfriend. We have been talking for 6 months. I need to spend Valentine's Day with someone who actually understands me. Back Sunday night. Do not wait up." I stared at my phone for a solid minute. I read it again, then again. My fingers felt stiff, like they belonged to a stranger when I typed back, "What?" Her reply came immediately. "You heard me. This relationship is not working. Trevor understands me emotionally in ways you never could. I deserve to explore this connection. You are too controlling anyway." Controlling, apparently, because I had asked her to contribute to rent last month and suggested she get a job after being unemployed for 8 months. I swallowed hard, opened my bank app, and felt my stomach drop. There was a pending charge of $487 to an airline on the supplementary card I had given her for emergencies, in which she had turned into a DoorDash and online shopping pipeline. I did not respond to her text. Instead, I called my credit card company, reported the card lost, canceled it immediately, removed her as an authorized user on all my accounts, and changed my Amazon password because she was always ordering random throws and neon plant pots we did not need. Then I called my phone carrier and removed her line from my plan. Altogether, it took about 20 minutes. When it was done, I set the phone face down on my desk and stared at the wall until my coworker, Jerome, walked by and stopped. "You good, man?" Jerome said, peering at me over the cubicle divider. "Just found out my girlfriend has an online boyfriend. She is flying to meet on my dime," I said, as levelly as I could manage. Jerome blinked. "I am sorry, what?" "Apparently, I am too controlling because I want her to pay half the rent." I shrugged and forced myself to pull up the spreadsheet I had been working on. My hands found the mouse, but my brain was somewhere between the pending charge and her words about needing to be understood. 2 hours later, my phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. "Hello. What did you do?" It was Jasmine, near hysterical. Background noise whooshed and echoed, the way it does when a voice bounces off high ceilings and tile. "Where are you calling from?" I asked. "A payphone at the airport," she said. "My car got declined. They would not let me board. The ride-hailing app says my payment method is invalid." "What did you do?" "I canceled the cards," I said. "You said you were going to meet your boyfriend. Why would I pay for that?" "Because I do not have any money," she said, like it was obvious. "You know that. Then maybe you should not have planned a trip to meet another man," I said. "Trevor is not just another man," she said. "We have a deep emotional connection. Something you would never understand because you only care about money and bills and stupid adult stuff." I actually laughed. "Stupid adult stuff? Like keeping a roof over your head." "This is abusive," she said. "You are financially abusing me. I'm stuck here." "Call Trevor," I said. "I'm sure he will help his girlfriend out." "He cannot," she said. "He's between jobs right now." "Of course he was." "Call your mother then," I said. "Or your sister. Not my problem anymore." "You cannot just abandon me at the airport," she said. "You texted me that you were flying to spend Valentine's Day with another man," I said. "You abandoned this relationship. I am simply making it official." She started crying, a thick sob that I could hear, even with the noise of the terminal behind her. "Please just let me come home, and we can talk about this." "Home?" I said. "You mean my apartment that you do not contribute to?" "Our apartment," she said. "Check the lease," I said. "It is just my name. It has been since day one." "I cannot believe you are doing this to me," she said. "After everything." "After everything," I said. "After I supported you for 8 months? After I paid for everything while you found yourself? After you secretly got an online boyfriend?" "It is not secret," she said. "I just told you." 6 months, Jasmine," I said. "You said you've been talking for 6 months. That is half a year of lying." "It was not lying," she said. "It was exploring my options." I hung up. My hand shook for a long time after that, but I knew exactly what I would do when I left work. By the time I stepped out into the cold, I had left a message for my landlord explaining the situation, and he agreed to change the locks as an emergency favor. He was a straightforward man from the South Side who appreciated a clear line in the sand and tenants who paid on time. That evening, around 8 o'clock, I watched on my Ring doorbell as Jasmine and her sister, Brielle, tried her key in the lock. It did not work. They tried again. Then Brielle started banging on the door. "Open this door right now." I opened it but kept the chain on. "Hey, Brielle," I said. "Do you not hate me? What kind of man leaves a woman stranded at the airport?" Brielle said, words clipped and full of righteousness. "The kind whose girlfriend was flying to meet another man on his credit card," I said. Jasmine pushed forward. "Baby, please let me explain," she said. "Trevor means nothing. You literally said he is your boyfriend," I said. "Online boyfriend," she said. "It is different. It is like emotional support." "That is called cheating, Jasmine," I said. Brielle jumped in. "She made a mistake," she said. "Everyone makes mistakes. You were seriously going to throw away 4 years over this?" "She threw it away when she started her online affair," I said. "I'm simply taking out the trash." Jasmine gasped. "I'm not trash." "No," I said. "But your behavior is." Brielle pulled out her phone. "This is illegal," she said. "You cannot just lock her out. She lives here." "She is not on the lease," I said. "Never was. She is a guest who is no longer welcome." "She is a tenant," Brielle said. "She has rights." "She does not pay rent," I said. "Never has. That makes her a guest in this state. Look it up." I had already researched it while waiting for them to show up. I knew my rights. Jasmine started crying harder, the kind of crying that folds a person over. "Where am I supposed to go?" she said. "Brielle's? My mother's? Trevor's." "Trevor lives with his mother in another state," she said, deflating as she admitted it. "Can I at least get my things?" Jasmine asked, voice small. "I already packed your things," I said, and pointed to the hallway where 5 boxes and 2 suitcases sat neatly taped and labeled. "Clothes, bathroom, miscellaneous, shoes, and your desk stuff." "You went through my things," she said. "I packed them carefully," I said. "Everything is there." Brielle crouched by a box and frowned. "Where is her jewelry?" she said. "The jewelry I bought her," I said. "That is mine." "You gave it to her as gifts when you were together," Brielle said. "We are not together anymore," I said. Jasmine wailed. "You are keeping my grandmother's ring." "You mean the ring your grandmother is still wearing because she is alive?" I said. "Nice try, though." Brielle hefted a box. "This is emotional abuse," she said. "Financial abuse. You are a monster." "I am a monster who is no longer paying for your sister's lifestyle," I said. "Tragic." They loaded the car. Jasmine turned back one more time. Face a ruined map of mascara. "Trevor would never treat me like this," she said. "Great," I said. "Go be with Trevor then." "Oh wait, you cannot because neither of you can afford a plane ticket." "I hate you," she said. "Cool," I said. "Please hate me from somewhere else." 3 days later, on Valentine's Day, my phone started blowing up. Jasmine had posted on social media, "When you find out your ex is a narcissistic abuser who abandoned you at the airport and made you homeless on Valentine's Day. Some men cannot handle strong, independent women who have emotional needs. Share if you have been financially abused." The comments were interesting. Half her friends were supportive. The other half were asking questions like, "Wait, why were you at the airport? And did you not say you had an online boyfriend?" Then Jasmine's mother, Lorraine, called me. We had always gotten along. "Aaron, what is this I am hearing about you making Jasmine homeless?" she said. "Hi, Lorraine," I said. "Did she tell you about Trevor?" "Who is Trevor?" she said. "Her online boyfriend of 6 months," I said. "The one she was flying to spend Valentine's Day with, on my credit card." There was a long pause. She said, "What now?" Lorraine said, voice flattening out with a tired patience that sounded like years of practice. I forwarded her the original text. The line went quiet for so long I thought she had hung up. Finally she said, "That girl. And she told me you were cheating." "No," I said. "I was just paying all her bills while she flirted with an unemployed guy online." "He is unemployed too, apparently," Lorraine muttered. "Jesus. I raised an impulsive child. I am sorry, Aaron. I really am. We liked you." "Thanks," I said. "She is staying with Brielle," Lorraine said. "Brielle is already complaining. Jasmine will not get a job, will not help around the house, just stays on her phone talking to this Trevor character." "That sounds about right," I said. Later that afternoon, I got a text from an unknown number. "Hi, this is Trevor," it read. Jasmine gave me your number. I think we should talk man-to-man about this situation. I screenshot it and sent it to my group chat. My friend Victor replied with 13 crying laughing emojis. I responded to Trevor, "No thanks. You can have her. You do not understand our connection," Trevor wrote. "I do not care about your connection," I wrote back. "She says you are holding her stuff hostage," he wrote. "She has all her stuff," I replied. "Everything I kept, I paid for." "That is not very gentlemanly," he wrote. "Neither is flirting with another man's girlfriend for 6 months," I wrote. "Yet here we are." "She says you are abusive," he wrote. "She says a lot of things," I wrote. "How is that working out for you? Are you going to buy her that plane ticket?" No response. I guess his mother said no too. The following week, the extinction burst came exactly 7 days after the airport incident. First, Jasmine tried to break into the apartment at 2 o'clock in the morning. She still had her key fob for the building entrance, but not the apartment key. My Ring doorbell caught her trying to jimmy the lock with a credit card. She gave up after 10 minutes and left a note on the floor. "We need to talk. You're being unreasonable. Trevor and I are just friends now. Please give us another chance. I love you. Just friends already." That was fast. In the morning, my human resources department called. Someone had filed an anonymous complaint claiming I was bragging about making a woman homeless and creating a hostile work environment. My manager, Martin, called me into a small conference room. "Aaron, what is going on?" he said. I showed him everything. The texts, the doorbell footage, the just friend note. Martin exhaled slowly. "This is a mess," he said. "Your ex seems unstable." "I'm keeping it out of the office," I said. "Jerome is the only one who knows." "We will note this as a personal matter," Martin said. "If anything else happens, let human resources know." Then came the desperate measures. Jasmine created a crowdfunding page titled, "Help Me Escape My Abusive Ex and Start Fresh." The description was a work of fiction. I had been emotionally abusive for years, controlled all the money, isolated her from friends and family. And when she tried to leave, I sabotaged her escape and made her homeless. Her goal was $5,000. She raised $73, all from Brielle. The comment section turned into a battlefield when one of my buddies posted, "Did you not cheat on him with some online dude?" The whole thing was deleted within hours. But the best part was that Trevor reached out again. "Hey man," he wrote. "I think there is a misunderstanding about Jasmine and me. We're just friends. Always have been. She is like a sister to me." "Brother," I wrote back. "I saw the screenshots she sent you. Those are not sibling appropriate." "What screenshots?" he wrote. Oh boy. I forwarded him one of Jasmine's messages to me about their deep romantic connection. His response, "What on earth? She said you were separated. She said she was single. You have a girlfriend," I wrote. "And you have been talking to Jasmine for 6 months as friends. We play the same online game," he wrote. "My girlfriend knows about her. Does your girlfriend know Jasmine thinks you are together?" I wrote. "Absolutely not," he wrote. "Be right back." An hour later, Jasmine called from Brielle's phone, screaming. "You ruined everything," she said. "Trevor blocked me. His girlfriend messaged me. You are evil." I just told him the truth. I said, "You said you were in love. He has a girlfriend, Jasmine." "That is just someone he plays games with," she said. "No," I said. "That is his actual girlfriend of 2 years. You are the side person who is not even a side person." "I'm not a side person," she said. "You are right," I said. "Side people usually know they're side people. You are just delusional." She hung up. An hour later, Brielle texted me. "She will not stop crying," she wrote. "Please just talk to her." "No," I wrote back. "She is your sister. I'm kicking her out tomorrow if you do not take her back," Brielle wrote. "Good luck with that," I wrote. 2 weeks after the airport, the fallout turned ugly. Brielle did kick Jasmine out, but not before Jasmine borrowed Brielle's credit card for a shopping spree, told Brielle's boyfriend that Brielle was cheating. She was not, and accidentally cracked Brielle's laptop. Jasmine moved back with her parents. That lasted 3 days before her father gave her an ultimatum. "Get a job or get out." Jasmine responded by trying to crawl back to me. The text started soft. "Hey, can we talk?" she wrote. "I miss you. I made a mistake." Then they escalated. "You owe me after everything I did for you. I decorated your apartment. I was there for you." Then they turned nasty. "You will never find anyone like me. You're going to die alone. I was the best thing in your pathetic life." I did not respond to any of them. I did, however, screenshot everything and drop it in a folder labeled for lawyer, because the restraining order idea began to take on a satisfying shape in my head. The Flying Monkey Brigade arrived next. A cousin texted, "Jasmine is really struggling. Cannot you just help her a little? She has nothing. She is what she has always had." I wrote back, "Nothing she earned herself." "That is cold," the cousin replied. "That is accurate," I wrote. Her aunt tried next. "You lived together for 2 years," she said. "Does that not mean anything?" "It means I supported a person who refused to contribute for 2 years too long," I wrote. "She is not a leech," her aunt replied. "She is just finding herself. She found herself an online boyfriend," I wrote. "How did that work out?" Even Trevor's girlfriend reached out. "Hi, I am Sabrina," she wrote. "Thank you for exposing Jasmine. Trevor showed me everything. He truly thought she was just a gaming buddy. She was sending him inappropriate photos he never asked for. We are working through it, but I wanted you to know you did us a favor." "No problem," I wrote. "I'm sorry you were pulled into this." "She is now messaging all his friends trying to break us up," Sabrina wrote. "The behavior is unsettling." "That tracks," I wrote. A month after the airport, Jasmine got a job at a coffee shop. It lasted 4 days. She was fired for giving away free drinks to make friends and showing up 2 hours late because mornings are hard. Lorraine called me. "Aaron, I'm at my wit's end," she said. "She will not work, will not help around the house. Just stays on her phone trying to find a new online boyfriend. Can you please talk to her? Maybe it will motivate her." "No disrespect, Lorraine," I said, "but Jasmine is 29 years old. She needs to figure out her own life." "She says you ruined her life," Lorraine said. "She ruined her own life when she decided to cheat," I said. "Whether Trevor was real or not does not change the betrayal. The lying was real. The entitlement is definitely real. What am I supposed to do with her?" Lorraine said. "What you should have done years ago," I said. "Stop enabling her." Lorraine sighed. "Her father wants to kick her out," she said. "Good," I said. "Consequences teach." 2 days later, Jasmine was given 30 days to find her own place. The meltdown was public. Brielle posted about it, because she loves drama, even when she claims she does not. "My sister really just told our parents that kicking her out is abuse and threatened to call elder services," Brielle wrote. "They are 52 and 54. I cannot." I shook my head and kept my phone face down. Jasmine tried one more Hail Mary. She showed up in my workplace lobby. Security called my desk. "There is a woman here," the guard said. "Says she is your girlfriend." "Ex-girlfriend," I said. "Do not let her in." "She says it is an emergency," the guard said. "Unless she is literally dying," I said. "It is not my emergency." I watched on the security monitor as they escorted her out. She carried a shoebox full of objects that looked suspiciously like mine, probably things she had taken and stashed away. She texted from the parking lot. "I have your college sweatshirt and your favor mug. Let me up and we can talk." "Keep them," I wrote. "Consider them a parting gift." "You do not even want your stuff back," she wrote. "Not if it means seeing you," I wrote. "You are cruel," she wrote. "I am consistent," I wrote. "You should try it." 6 weeks later, the universe made a joke of the grocery store. I ran into Trevor in the produce aisle. He recognized me from photos Jasmine had once shown him while she trashed me in chat. "Aaron," he said. "Trevor," I said. It was the most awkward handshake of my life. "What are you doing here?" I asked. "Moved here for work," he said. "My girlfriend got a job transfer. Jasmine does not know we are here." "Congratulations on escaping that," I said. "Man, I'm sorry about everything," he said. "I genuinely thought she was a gaming friend. She made our guild super weird. We had to kick her out. She got kicked out of an online guild." I said. He nodded, a grim smile. "She started drama with everyone. Told all the women their boyfriends were hitting on her. Told all the men she was single and interested. It was chaos." "That sounds about right," I said. "How are you doing?" "Better every day," Trevor said. "She's not in my life. I heard she's working at a restaurant now." "Really?" I said. "Good for her." "Yeah," he said. "My girlfriend's friend saw her. She's a hostess at that place downtown with the bizarre salads. Grove and Garden, I think." "That is it," I said. We parted ways, but curiosity has a way of tapping you on the shoulder. That weekend I went to Grove and Garden with my buddy Victor. I wanted a witness, so I did not do anything stupid. We were seated by a hostess with tight jaw muscles and careful posture. It was Jasmine. She saw me, froze, then forced a professional smile that did not reach her eyes. "Table for two," she said. "Yes, please," I said. She seated us without another word, but I saw her hands shaking as she placed the menus. Our waiter came by. "Can I start you with drinks?" he said. I said, loudly enough for Jasmine, standing at the host stand again, to hear, "I'm taking my girlfriend here next week. Is the service usually good?" Jasmine dropped a stack of menus. The waiter blinked, oblivious. "Oh yes," he said. "We are great. Special occasion. 6-month anniversary," I said. "She's amazing. Actually appreciates everything I do for her." Victor kicked me under the table, poorly hiding a grin. "You are unbelievable," he whispered. Jasmine stormed off toward the bathroom and did not come back out while we were there. We left a large tip for the waiter and left. That night, Jasmine texted. "I see you have moved on," she wrote. I did not respond. "She is probably using you for money too," she wrote. I still did not respond. "I hope you are happy," she wrote. I was actually. It was quiet in my apartment. The living room felt like mine. My bank accounts looked healthier. My head did not throb with dread every time I heard notification ping. 3 months from the airport incident, Jasmine was still at Grove and Garden, still living with her parents, still single. According to Betrayal, they had made up, then fallen out, then made up again. Toxic sisters are consistent, even when nothing else is. Jasmine tried to start another online relationship with a man from Miami. He blocked her after she asked him to pay for her plane ticket on their second video call. Her parents put their foot down and told her she pays rent now, or she is out. She paid barely and complained daily on social media. Living with toxic parents who charge their own daughter rent, she posted. "This is what late-stage capitalism looks like." Lorraine commented right under it. "Late-stage capitalism is your father and I working full-time in our 50s while you complain about working 30 hours a week." I almost felt bad. Almost. As for me, I got a promotion at work. It turned out that not having someone draining your emotional and financial resources does wonders for your career. I started sleeping better. I went back to the gym consistently. I began casually dating someone there. A woman named Nicole who had a job, her own place, and not once mentioned having an online boyfriend. "I like that you are direct," Nicole said one night after we grabbed tacos on the South Loop. "You do not play games." "I'm very done with games," I said, and meant it in more ways than one. Word travels in a city that is big, but social circles are small. Jasmine found out about Nicole within a week. She texted me, "Already replacing me." Classic. I decided to respond to that one. "Jasmine, you replaced yourself 6 months ago with Trevor," I wrote. "I am just accepting your resignation." "He never meant anything," she wrote. "Neither did I, apparently," I wrote. "Have a nice life." Then I blocked her for the final time. Brielle messaged me the next day. "Just so you know, Jasmine tells everyone you're the worst ex ever," she wrote. "Good," I wrote. "I can live with that." "She says you financially abused her by not funding her affair," Brielle wrote. "She says it was not an affair." "What does she call it?" I asked. "Emotional exploration," Brielle wrote. "Is that what we are calling it?" I wrote back. "She also says Trevor was your fault," Brielle added. "Ow," I asked. "If you had been more emotionally available," Brielle wrote, "she would not have needed to find someone else. If she had been employed," I wrote, "she could have paid for her own plane ticket." Laughing, Brielle wrote, "Fair. How is she doing really?" I asked. "Honestly," Brielle wrote, "same as always. Nothing is ever her fault. Everyone is against her. Life is unfair, you know." "Yeah," I wrote. "I know." Jasmine tried again with someone online a week later. This time a man from Phoenix. Brielle messaged me. "He is 45 and married." "Of course he is," I replied. At an office happy hour, Jerome clapped me on the shoulder. "You look lighter," he said. "Like you are breathing full breaths again." "I am," I said. "It is wild what happens when you stop inviting chaos to your dinner table." "Nicole good?" he asked. "She is solid," I said. "Reliable. Funny. The kind of person who texts when she is running 5 minutes late and then shows up 3 minutes early anyway." "Keep her," Jerome said, lifting his soda. "To peace." "To peace," I said, clinking my glass against his. A few weeks later, I was walking home from the gym when I passed Grove and Garden. Through the window, I saw Jasmine at the hostess stand, clipboard in hand, smile fixed and brittle. A couple asked a question, and she deflated just a little, the way someone does when they know service is understaffed and the line is growing. She did not see me. I kept walking. The air that evening had a bite to it. I zipped my jacket up and thought about the first time I'd taken Jasmine out. How bright she had been, how funny, how easy it had felt to imagine a future. People contain multitudes, but patterns tell the truth. She had shown me who she was over and over. I just kept pretending the next time would be different. Nicole texted, "Movie at your place or mine?" "Yours," I wrote. "I will bring dessert." "Surprise me," she wrote. I stopped at a bakery and chose 2 slices of cake. The cashier boxed them carefully, and I thought about how ordinary transactions feel miraculous when your life is no longer a crisis. You pay for what you can afford. You treat people kindly. You go home happy. Later that week, Lorraine called again. We gave her a deadline, she said, weariness in every syllable. She has found a small studio on the west side. We are helping her move, but after that she is on her own. I think that is the right call, I said. She will not grow if she never has to stand. I know, Lorraine said. Thank you for being decent about all of this. You have every right to be angry. I am angry too, but I am her mother. You have been fair, I said. That is all anyone can be. Take care of yourself, Aaron, Lorraine said. You too, I said. A month after that, I heard through Brielle, because Brielle cannot keep a lid on anything entertaining, that Jasmine had tried to rejoin Trevor's gaming guild under a different username and got banned within minutes. She had also messaged Sabrina an apology, which sounded good, until Sabrina told Brielle that Jasmine asked if Trevor could at least be her emotional support again. Sabrina shut that down, and I respected her more than ever. Trevor and Sabrina got engaged. I found out because someone from their guild posted a photo, and it made its way to a mutual acquaintance who sent it to Brielle, who inevitably sent it to me. Sabrina's ring gleamed in the picture, but what struck me was the relaxed ease on both their faces. Steady people find steady people. It is not glamorous. It is better. When Jasmine heard about the engagement through the guild's Discord, she had another public meltdown and was banned from there too. Brielle told me Jasmine screamed in her studio about loyalty and betrayal, and then blamed me for telling the truth months ago. Patterns. Truth feels like betrayal to someone who lives on lies. One evening, Nicole asked, "Do you ever think about contacting Jasmine to get closure?" "No," I said. I got closure when she sent me that text on February 12th telling me she was flying to meet her boyfriend on my credit card. Fair, Nicole said, leaning into my shoulder. I thought about sending a final message into the void, something elegant and clean. Then I thought about how much my life had improved without talking to her, and let the thought float away. Silence is an answer too. On my 32nd birthday, Jerome and Victor came over with wings and a ridiculous card. We put a basketball game on mute, laughed about old times, and at some point Jerome said, "Man, remember that airport phone call? The audacity. I will never forget the echo," I said. The way her voice bounced like a public announcement. It was perfect, honestly. Public space. Public choices. Public consequences. "You are better now," Victor said. And not in that fake, inspirational quote way. In the actual way. "I feel it," I said. "It is like I can hear my own voice again." After they left, I stood at the window and watched snow feather down onto the quiet street. I thought about the moment I decided to call the credit card company. It had felt brutal, like cutting a live wire. I realized now it was a tether I should have cut a long time earlier. When you stop enabling someone who never learned to stand, gravity does the rest. My credit cards are mine. My apartment is peaceful. My life is drama-free. And Jasmine is still at that hostess stand, forced to smile at customers, living with the consequences of choices she insists were somehow made by everyone else. A month later, I ran into Lorraine at a hardware store. She was buying shelf brackets. "New apartment?" I asked. "Jasmine's," she said. "We are trying to help her make it functional. She's paying rent now. Not much, but something. She is complaining, of course. But she made a budget with her father, and if she sticks to it, she will be all right." "I hope she does," I said, and meant it. Peace does not require your enemy to fail. It requires you to stop letting their chaos define you. Lorraine smiled a little. "You know, even my husband says you did the right thing," she said. "That means a lot coming from a man who hates getting involved." "Tell him I appreciate it," I said. She lifted the brackets. "Take care, Aaron," she said. "Truly. You too," I said. Sometimes I wonder how close I came to spending 10 more years in that old pattern. Me, the provider and fixer. Her, the dreamer who never wakes up. Both of us stuck in a story that never changes. But then I remember that February morning, and all the noise falls away. How lucky, I think, that she showed me so clearly what I needed to do. Nicole and I went to Grove and Garden exactly once together. Months later, for the irony. Jasmine was not working that night. We ate the strangely complicated salads, laughed about the chives that did not belong, and then walked along the river, hands pocketed together against the wind. "You never did tell me what kind of cake you like best," Nicole said. "Chocolate on chocolate," I said. "Classic. Some things do not need to be reinvented," she said, and I thought about how true that was. Love does not need a new definition. Commitment does not need a loophole. Respect does not need a workaround. When I got home that night, there were no messages from Jasmine. No notes under the door. No drama. Just the sound of my own footsteps and the quiet hum of the refrigerator. I poured a glass of water and sat down at the kitchen table that I had bought with my own money, in a home I paid for, in a life I had rebuilt around my own values. I slept deeply. In the morning, I woke up before my alarm and went for a run under a pale sky. A city worker salted the sidewalk as I passed. A bus sided the curb. Someone waved from a deli with a tray of steaming bagels. The world was its ordinary self, and, for the first time in a long time, so was I. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and share this video with your friends. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a powerful story drop.